Okay, so we're talking to the teens, right?
Yes.
How old are you, Generous?
Coming 18 today.
No!
Yes.
Is that true? How did that happen? I've known you since 2009. That's 7 years. So you were 11 years old, I guess?
Yeah. Grade 5 and 12.
I keep thinking, I didn't realize. When are you 18? November. And I'm going to be. And I'm going to, but you don't look 18, does she? Don't look 18, does she? I thought you're like 17. I'm going to be 50. I'm going to be 58 in November. Do I look like I'm 58?
No.
Thank you for.
Block 40, 45.
Well, thank you for lying. Thank you for
No,
lying.
we're not lying. We're just telling the truth.
My face isn't that old? That's amazing because it was the diabetic and all that. Maybe I look 52, maybe. 45, huh? And there's Jenilyn. How old are you, Jenilyn? 15. And you're 18 too now?
Coming 17.
Coming 17.
When is your birthday?
September.
Is that, when is September? That's soon, right? Oh, Jeff Trotter's going to be here. What day in September?
He did 18.
Well, Jeff Trotter's going to be here the 22nd. So I'll tell him it's your birthday. And how old are you, Catherine?
14. Oh.
You look older. Right? You look like you're 16 or 17. You're 14, but you hang around the older. You hang around the. How old is Juvie?
18.
Oh, see. And what grade are you, Catherine? Grade 8.
19.
So they changed the high school here, and now you don't get out in grade 10, you get out in grade 12 now.
They add 2 years.
So now, how do you feel about that? You got to stay in high school longer now? You don't like that, right?
It's okay.
And you're in high school. What grade are you? You're last year.
Grade 11.
You're in grade 11 right now. I thought you were in grade 12. So you're in grade 12 next year?
Yeah.
It seems like it's long, right? It seems long. But aren't you in some kind of pre-college kind of courses? Like they started college in the high school? Because I know they do that in the USA. So you're like in a, what is your, like a,
Senior high.
but you're in a, what am I trying to say, higher, kids that get higher grades, right? Honors, is that what they call it? Honors, or you're an honor student? Is that what I'm trying to say? So you would get a scholarship to go to college, right? You're going to get a scholarship. Do you already apply for college right now? Not yet.
Not yet.
Are you going to go to college, Generous, you think? Or no?
Maybe they.
You want to work for Hope House? If we get 100 more kids
I
sponsored?
want to go to one college.
Okay.
So that I have a knowledge.
Do you want to work for Hope House if we get
Yes.
100 more kids? You know, if we got 100 more and then another 100, because that's how many I want to get 300. We can do it. Well, I'd have a job because I need somebody to run around and pass stuff out and keep track of all the, it'd be a big job. You want to work for Hope House maybe? If you got paid? You're just saying yes. You'll get paid as much as a call center. Did you know the call center wages have gone down than from when I was here before? I mean, yeah, I guess because so many people apply and are qualified. It used to be they made more money, but the salary's going down. Well, I guess we'll talk about this Hope House deal just a little while. What do you got to say about? Because I don't even know what to say. What am I going to say? Has it helped you to be here?
Yes.
Yesterday.
Yeah, it really has helped you?
Yeah.
Not lying?
No, not
Not making a story?
No.
Has it helped you to stay out of trouble, you think?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, we're out of temptation.
You're out of
Temptation and everywhere.
temptation.
Yeah. Because of
But the temptation's still there,
Yes,
though.
because some of the youth outside
Are messing up.
yeah.
We already know.
Party.
Right, they're partying, drinking. Is that a temptation for you?
Yes.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're tempted? That's very honest.
No.
But you're not tempted, not so much. But do you see how people act when after they've been drinking a while? Do you see that? Well, that's going to be you too if you're drinking. You're going to act like that too. They get loud, normal, right? They get loud, and then they say stupid stuff, right? But the older people drinking are just sad because they're not really even partying. They're just sitting there drinking, and they're not. Have you noticed that? And they're not even really happy and stuff. Like Junior, like those alcoholics, they're just sitting around drinking, but they're not really happy. You'll never be happy drinking. That's the truth.
Will never be happy.
But some of the girls, even that were in Hope House, got in trouble, didn't they? They went out and had babies, or they're living with a guy. Why do you think they did that? Because they don't think, maybe they have a low self-esteem and they don't think they're going to finish school, maybe, and they think maybe or maybe their fathers aren't there and they just want a guy or something, or maybe they think, what do they think? They think that love is good. They want to be in love and they want to looking for love. I think they want to set up house and have a house, and I think what they want, I think they want to be happy. And I don't think they're really happy. And then they go and they think being in a relationship is going to make them happy. That's what I think. Is that you're good English. You can Catherine has no idea what I'm saying. You're not going to find happiness in a guy, that's what I'm telling you. Really, you're not. You'll find some. I'm not saying you won't have fun. You'll have fun. I mean, it's fine to have a boyfriend, but like I've already told you many jillion times, don't get a boyfriend that is going to take you down. You see what I mean? You're the most important thing. And I think that's what I'm saying. I don't think these girls they don't value themselves a lot. See it's perfectly normal to want. But the problem is we live in a very poor area. So you're dealing with a lot of boys who also grew up in poverty, and the fathers are a terrible role model. Bad role models from the fathers. They're drunk. They're not educated. You know, get a nice boy from school with a nice family. You see what I mean? Marry up. See what I'm getting at? Marry up. Go up. That's what they call it in the United States. Marry up. Marry up. Get a boy with ambition.
Some people didn't want to marry because they didn't have money.
Well, I know, but they're still hooked up with the guy. And what I'm telling you is wait. Be patient. Be patient. And you will, God, especially if you seek God, God will put the right guy in your life when the time is right for you. See, it's God's time. And I know that's very hard. I know that's hard because even Christians. No, you know what? I'll give you an example. I was talking about opening this day center 3 years ago. Let me give you an example. We're going to start a side conversation. The people can see on the video how it's like here. They all just start talking without me all the time. This is real life here. Can I give my example? Can I give my example? I'm going to give my example. 3 years ago, more than 3 years ago, I really wanted to open this day center down there for the homeless, so that they could come in, take a shower. We're going to give them clothes from Okai, and just the idea of just get off the street a little bit and connect with us, and you know, things like that. And we're going to have food when we can. Well, it didn't happen. I didn't happen. Well, 3 years later, somebody's talking about giving me $6,000 to get it started. Well, it's God's timing. God's timing.
It's God's will.
And God has His reasons.
Yeah.
And part of the reason is we are more qualified to deal with it now.
Right.
You're giving, you know, you could go down there to the homeless center and you can give a Bible study now.
Yeah, very big.
Before, 3 years ago, that wasn't true. You see what I'm saying?
That's true.
Michelle could go down there and give a Bible study. 3 years ago, that wasn't true.
And that's to teach them a Sunday school about the Bible too.
3 years ago, we weren't spiritually ready for it.
Yeah, we're not.
And that's what I'm trying to tell you. You know, that's why you seek God and improve your spiritual. Improve your spiritual self. I don't know how you would say that
Kung ato ko
exactly.
nung espirituhanan ko nung nga pag kinabuhi dahil i-improve na.
And God will put this spiritual guy, in your
Yan,
life.
sa Diyos.
Oh, and you have an amazing life then. It's just amazing.
Sa tutang na.
Oh, the guy's studying to be a doctor or something, like that. But he has God, and then let's go back. I don't know what part of that my video cut off. I'll just go from here and I'll just see what happened. It cut off. I don't know why it does that, but the guy has no education. He might be drinking. I won't say the name, but we know a girl who got with a guy. I won't say who it is, but and now the guy is drinking, and she's really not happy. She's really not happy. You know who I'm talking about. I'm not
I
gonna.
don't know.
Your relative. I don't want to say the name on the camera. Your relative.
Sa relative na ko.
Oh.
Maris ba, Maris?
Your relative.
Oh.
How many relatives do you have?
Hindi.
Not one. The one that left church.
May?
Your relative that left church. She got with a guy. They had a baby. She had a baby.
Isa day?
Oh.
Kuan, di ba? Sure, nito.
She had a baby.
Aya.
Okay. She had a baby.
Yan.
No, she left church.
Bogo ang koy dugay.
Bogo is right. Bogo means stupid for the people here that don't know. She was strong in church on appearances.
Wala ko ka-gits tayo na kanugong kami.
Well, I don't want to say her name, but she was strong in church on the surface. On the surface.
I don't know who.
You know now, don't you?
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Jenner's told me.
Okay.
Who it
So,
is.
well, they knew. They picked up on it.
Yeah.
Well, okay. But here's the point. But that's good because you can see what
Kaya pala
happens.
itong relatives ang good that's why I don't know.
She went on her own feelings. Because you might meet a guy and he said, I love you. Some of these guys are real smooth. They're real smooth.
Lying ba?
These guys are salesmen. They really are.
Right, so stalker.
Especially when they want the girl. They're going to say anything.
So,
I know, I love, but man, I'll tell you, that's why you need God. You need God.
so God will lead you.
Because truthfully, the feeling, you could say this to Messiah for them, the feeling that you think is love,
Ang iyo ko nung gibate ko no.
many times, it's not really love.
Sagaran ko dili ko na nagugma.
It's not true love.
Nayuban lasting.
Ano din?
Loss.
Affection.
It's affection and it's attraction. And there's another word for that. It's called lust. L-U-S-T.
Lust, Joe.
Lust. Lust is not love. And a lot of people get together because of attraction that is not really love.
Yeah, it's a loss.
And then the result is they're unhappy, 2 years later, she's unhappy, they got children now, he has no future,
That's right.
he's drinking, which is what the example I just gave, and then you end up very unhappy and trapped. You're trapped. You feel trapped.
Matrap ka yung banaday.
You're not really
Kaya
trapped
na mo yung mga anak.
because you can always leave, but it's easy to say, and
Ang kaya di mo tibiyaan yun na mo yung mga anak.
it's hard to leave when you got a child and all that.
Yeah.
And that's been my experience because a lot of the mothers here won't leave the guy. I've already been
It's
through
hard
that.
decision to leave the guy.
I've already been through that. I've already been through that. I've told them, leave the guy, leave the guy. They're not even married. Just to be clear on the video, because Christians won't agree with you suggesting that you leave if you're married, but these girls aren't even married. Like Generous says, they don't have the money to get married. But you know what, Generous, that's an excuse.
Excuse me.
Because they got money for Red Horse. If they saved all the money they spent on Red Horse and the Sugal, which is gambling, and all the money they spent on chicharrones, junk food, right, and all the baloney they spend money on, they would, and they saved it in a year, they'd have enough money to get married. That's just an excuse. Getting married is not important to them. Getting married is not important to them.
kuan na mag-unsa ka na mag-ipon na.
What do they say?
Live in.
Well, everybody's living now.
Kuan na ka na magbigo barta.
Saving.
Everybody's living now. Well, that's not putting God first. That's not, you know. So are you going to be blessed if you don't do what God wants? Are you going to be blessed if you don't do
No.
what God wants?
Really.
We didn't talk about Hope House. I just got off on this, so we're gonna. This is long, so I'm just gonna wrap it up. But I wanted to talk about just one thing. Do you realize how many girls your age? Because that's when they start. It's really age 15, 16, and 17 because they get fake IDs, and 18. They go work in bikini bars. You're aware? You realize there's bikini bars right here in Cebu, right? Well, there are more than bikini bars. There's more in Manila and Angeles City and other places in the Philippines. And what they do is they take the girls from here and they take them up there. But what they tell the girls, and they tell them here too, is they tell them, you won't have to be a prostitute. We just want you to serve drinks. That's to get you in. They'll tell you stuff like that just to get you to come in and make money. And then sometimes they'll get you hooked on drugs because the other girls are doing drugs. Because to tell you the truth, to do that kind of life, you almost have to be on drugs to do it, really. You can't be, you know, they're I think, but maybe not. But a lot of those girls are on drugs.
Dito ka nang atin siya ka diba? Kay trabaho man ba?
Ginande siya. Si kaya pangalan upaw?
Atin siya ka diba?
Sista. Upaw man ang tawag niya, madyaw, upaw.
Kuan ka nang trabaho di ati. Ati na to trabaho bar niya na siya ka nang. Ati ka nang serve do yung ati ka nang mga kuan.
Hindi ko ang day, gibus.
My memory card's not very big. I need to hurry up. It's gonna fill up.
Kasi upaw, bito po, bop, kami ni bop.
Serve na siya.
My memory card's gonna fill up. We need to hurry up. Do you guys know anybody that worked in the bikini bar?
Ano ba ka nung madire dahil nga, pizza po nagtrabaho ba?
You know anybody? Raise your hand if you knew. Yeah, all of you,
Isa
right?
po nung mo.
And the girls are prostitutes but you see, sometimes the parents push the girl to go do that because they want money.
Magikanan ko nung mo.
That's very sad, but it happens.
That's why they
In fact, there are parents out here who will sell their children. I could go out here truthfully tonight, within 2 days, maybe tonight, same night, and I could buy children with money, cash money. I could buy babies. I could buy young kids. Really. And I thought about getting a hidden camera and doing it, but I'm afraid because it's in this gray area, you know, where you're actually doing this, and maybe you end up getting charged. We're just showing that there's a problem. We're not actually, and I don't know how you'd have to set that up because the reason I haven't done that is I don't want somebody to use that against me. But you can buy children here. You can buy girls here, easy, if you have money. You can buy girls all through that Alaska slum and all that. If you go over there with money, you can do whatever you want to do.
ayan ba na kay patel.
Noy kayo, si Kuya June ba? Kuya June. Sa mami.
So that's one reason for the Hope House is we don't want you to do that. You see what I mean? I really don't think you guys would do that anyway. But the point is, though, the problem is really there. And we are keeping, like these Alaska girls we're working with, that's their future. It really is. Even this young, you know, real young, but that's where they're going. I can tell where they're going because there's just no parenting, there's no nothing. So by them,
No guidance.
so by them coming here, well, they're on the street, a lot of them already. And so, well, and then a couple of them have already done stuff like that.
Oh.
Mary Rose is one.
And also the one, Nicole,
Right.
the sister of
They've already done
Michelle.
stuff.
Yeah.
Or they've been abused.
abuse you before.
And a lot of times when the kids are abused, well, that they end up doing that.
That's what she said.
Well, anyway, I think we didn't really
by your stepfather.
we didn't talk about Hope House in this video. We'll do that again. I will do another one. I was talking about relationships and I did all the talking. Has Hope House helped you?
Yes.
So, but you never know. If I had not been here, if I didn't come here,
Yeah.
and there's no influence, You would have never. Would they have read the Bible if I had not been
Kung wala
here?
pa ko na siya diri dahil napaka-influential niyo nga basong.
I mean, that's true, right? I mean, that's really true. We're not making a story here.
Right.
It's possible you could have ended up in a bikini bar. You say that today. You say, well, no, that wouldn't happen. But you've also. But you know what? If you hadn't had the guidance, if you hadn't had the Bible and the church and the influence, you know, if your influence is all bad, who knows? Who knows what? Maybe.